Oh, here we are again now, and it's like no time has passed. Gazing out upon the sunset as it sinks into the night. Many times it seemed as though a given day might be our last. Face to face with certain death, it's somehow coming out alright. I don't think that we have any cause to lament, but there's quite a lot of thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent.
The door slowly swings open, and you see that phrase on the far side of the room, and Marcus, it makes your blood run cold. A difficult thing, because your blood actually burns particularly hot, making transfusion damn near impossible. Taking a look across, you see those words carved into the wall, and your gaze sort of matches over to the person that Harlock has in a headlock right now. And taking a look, seems like a phrase of similar length and size to the one in the room. You get the feeling you found the culprit phrase at the very least. These struck out lines from the various walls around you appear to be angels are watching.
Every single one of them?
Yes. Every single one of them, but there's 3. So, like, it's not like, it's not like the walls are... It's still concerning, but it's not like the walls are covered with them.
I mean, part of me was hoping that, we had one that said angels are watching, and then 2 providing context and clarity, but I guess that's too much to hope for.
Yeah, no, there's no asterisk after the angels are watching in the room, followed in other message.
Is there, like, a very small one that maybe denotes a footnote or something?
Nope, not today.
Damn.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
It's concerning, isn't it?
So, individual that's been kept in a headlock.
Yeah, I got him. It's a scientific headlock. It's nothing brutish at all.
I feel like that's a tad unnecessary. We can have a civil conversation. If you can enlighten me.
Let's box him in.
Yeah.
Gregor, you're way boxier than I am. You should do that.
You're under arrest for graffiti. Do we have any handcuffs or anything?
Do we have that authority?
We don't know if they did it. Everyone chill out.
Okay. Hello, sir. Hello, sir and or criminal.
Hey, yeah, hi, sorry.
Hi there.
You're holding on to this person.
What you up to, bud?
I was cleaning up this shit off the wall.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
This has happened before. Was it a similar phrase?
This person looks like up and around at the 2 guards nearby who...
No, you don't. You're in a headlock.
Thank you. We do not require your services. Leave us be. This is a normal mid-hallway interrogation.
Finally.
General, can we assist with this?
No.
One of them moves a little closer.
Sorry, Mercy. I didn't mean to preempt you.
Yeah, Mercy puts up a hand. No, unless you can also answer the same question. Has this phrase been written before, and why are you immediately cleaning it?
There's a second of silence, and they, like, all 3 of them all 2 of them, because one of them is in a headlock, look over at the phrase on the wall. And
come on, you can trust us. I'm the cool lieutenant, Marcus. You know I'm cool and hip with you guys.
He even sits in his chair backwards.
When I want to. When I want to sit, period.
Nothing like this before.
What was it before?
There's a second of silences. The lower of these 2 guards fidgets. She sort of looks back and forth, like clearly put on the spot by your question.
Please, we're just trying to make sure that everybody here is safe and that we know of any threats that need to be looked after.
And that you're not a threat.
Also that.
Don't make me headlock you.
Don't make him do it. He's very, very good at headlocking.
I have not been here very long, and there is clearly a lot of information that has not been given to me yet. I am not interested in games, and if you have a fear, all the more reason to tell me so we can fix it.
They sort of, like, shift and, like...
Would you be more comfortable if we did this inside the room, perhaps? Look, we can promise your safety. First off, we should take this out of the hallway, even though I know it's customary and all according to regulation, but we'll move this into a room, we'll close the door, we'll post a guard, and we'll make sure that whatever you have to say stays with us. Beyond that, you can always come to us if for any reason you expect any sort of retaliation for your testimony.
They kind of, she nods, and sort of meekly starts to go along. Her companion throws their hands up. I'm not messing with this stuff. You guys do whatever you're gonna do. And then, almost worried, sort of backs off, distancing themselves. What are you doing with the one in the headlock?
I'm actually stuck. My arm's on the fritz.
Oh my! I'll get it.
Just
Here you go. Come on.
Shuffle him in here. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
I need to check if there's anybody still in the room. Marcus waggles his fingers and conjures a broomstick, pokes behind the door, pokes under the hammock, pokes under the beds, lifts up this carpet, or rug rather. Anything?
You scare away a few mice, I think, probably.
Aw, hey fellas. Hey little dudes.
Yeah.
Delicious.
I'll put out some cheese. I'll put out some cheese for you later. Don't go anywhere.
Marcus, you take a mental note. This might be a horrifying situation, but it's always time to make new friends.
Always, no matter how small.
All right. I don't know.
Okay, we're clear.
I don't know if this is the best room to be in anymore, seeing as it was vandalized, but possibly.
Well, do you have... I'm not sure if we have many other options right this second.
We sure don't.
It would appear as though angels are watching regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever room we're in is going to be the most secure room.
Wait a minute. Speaking of, if angels are watching, do you think that, Marcus, kind of gestures with his head toward the angel head that presumably Mercy is carrying? You think that that's, maybe a, No bueno?
Oh, do you want me to stab it a little bit? See if it's faking?
No, I'm wondering if we should, put it in a sack or something, you know?
I'll take a pillowcase and put it over it.
Okay, what if we stuff some cotton in its ear holes, also? Just a thought.
It's got big wing eyes. It's gonna need to be a big pillowcase. You might need to use the whole bedsheet.
We can sew 2 pillowcases together.
Well, all right.
You know what? That sounds great. Let's just get in and do this.
Okay.
Come on. All right.
Marcus whips out a needle and thread and immediately starts sewing 2 pillowcases together.
Thank you, Lieutenant. All right. I want to immediately begin with an...
No, wait. In the sack. Before we do anything.
Sure.
Thank you.
Mercy hands the head over.
Marcus stuffs some extra fabric into the thing's ear holes and then stuffs it under the bed.
I don't think this is critical information, so it's fine if it hears this bit. I want to begin with an apology. You have clearly been through a lot of stress, and having the superiors abandon you did not help, but let me make this abundantly clear. I am not leaving until whatever is happening is remedied. You can trust me because I gain nothing if you don't tell me anything.
She ducks her head and kind of nods along. Well, everything that we've been doing to try to keep... She looks across and sees the marking on the wall. This one sort of untarnished, and you see almost pain lance up the side of her face as if seeing that marking, angels are watching, causes some sort of physical distress in the moment. She looks across and over and then sort of shudders. As far as who's writing those, we don't know. But the last time that those phrases were written out somewhere, it was, she motions back to the door. You take a right, you go down the hallway. It was written down in the bar. First left, you could see, the barkeep, the 3 people staying there, they were left for a complete night, and when we woke up in the morning, we found them scattered across the central courtyard. They were in pieces. This phrase, angels are watching, it seems to be some sort of a marking. she like looks across back at the, like almost past you, Mercy. It's appeared in a few rooms before. We've done our best to strike it out, and that seems to stop whatever happens from happening, but the one time we didn't get to it, we lost 4 people that we all knew.
What? How? What happened?
She shakes her head. We don't know.
Why do you link it with the phrase itself?
She looks across because the barkeep and those patrons, their room was littered with it, unstruck out, perfectly preserved. So it's.
Oh, so we're the only ones that are in danger then.
She nods.
Great. Was this sign, like, done in paint on the wall? Was it engraved like the one outside?
No, it's scratched in.
Wait, this only happened once, but you still determined from that if you scratch it out, the bad murders don't happen?
She nods. Actually, this isn't the only time that this phrase has appeared. It's occurred, actually over in the meeting room, down and across, sort of like, she motions out and across the door. You take a left down the hallway, first door on the left. The phrase has appeared there too, but nobody stays in the meeting room, so we're not 100% sure if that was correlated to it. And it also appeared in the library once. We struck it all out, and the librarian appeared to be fine.
So you think that it only has an effect if it's left as it is without being struck out, and then somebody spends a significant amount of time near it?
She nods.
So should we strike this out?
No.
Well, that was my thought, was that
I think this is the perfect opportunity to use ourselves as bait.
I like the way you think.
We'll be the bait and the trap, like a nice, delicious knuckle sandwich.
What's baiting about a knuckle sandwich?
I think that the bait is where you hold your hand out and you're like, hey, come here. And you flip your hand towards yourself, like, get over here, I have something to tell you. And then when they get close enough, then comes the knuckle sandwich.
Also because it's a sandwich, and people like sandwiches.
You say this. You say, like, oh, we'll be the bait and the trap. Don't worry about it. It's no problem. And, you see a look of guilt go across her face for a moment. She takes a step forward and, in a more hushed tone, if you're going to be risking your lives, I don't think you've been told everything about this place.
No?
Are you saying you need to be interrogated more?
Well, hold on. It sounds like we might be getting some willing information here, Gregor. Don't worry.
Yeah. No, we have been here for less than a few hours, and I know very little to basically nothing, so anything you can tell me would be deeply appreciated.
You feel the fear radiating off of this person. It's almost palpable. It hangs in the room, and she shifts uneasily in her boots, and sort of looks up at you, Gregor. People who have tried to dig a little too much into what's going on here, or the people that have tried to escape have been made an example of. Like I said, body parts strewn across the courtyard. She shifts uneasily again. Those of us who have kept our heads down have survived up to this point, but no one wants to be here.
How can you be certain that it's the body parts of the people who were made an example of?
You learn to recognize your fellow soldiers. She says...
The head is a body part.
Yeah, she says rather uneasily.
Yeah, okay, sorry. That was a tactless question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, as an expert in dismembered friends, you can tell.
Gregor, do you want to hug?
Jesus.
This is not the time.
Too bad, bud.
Marcus, you're undermining my authority.
No. Anybody can receive hugs, and it's okay.
Mercy just lightly puts a hand on this woman's shoulder. I appreciate your bravery in telling us what you have so far. If you are not comfortable in divulging more details, I won't have you risk yourself for that, because that is very unfair to you. You've already done a lot more than others have. If you could, though, point us in a direction that you feel is worth us investigating. Because as your superior officer, it is my responsibility to keep you as safe as possible, unlike the previous officers.
Can you tell us, like, something that might be worth investigating, but do it in terms that are indirect or vague? A way that in a way that you can have plausible deniability.
Oh, I love puzzles.
She nods along and then looks back to Mercy, more or less delivering on exactly what you asked. The mines. If you go out of the courtyard to the north, or first right, she motions with her shoulder, you'll find the mines. The people who have gone down there haven't come back.
Mercy lightly pats her shoulder. Thank you very much. You are excused if you'd like to leave.
You're unexcused, actually.
Oh,
What?
Continue.
Belay that order from a rank lower than you, please. So, if the angels are always watching, then whatever murderous entity is dismembering people definitely saw her come in here with us, and they're probably going to assume that she spilled the beans. So, we shouldn't let her go off alone.
Well, I was going to provide... I did promise to provide some sort of guard after the fact, and I fully intend to keep that end of the bargain. Everybody, this is Jambalaya Jacobs. He is a professional bodyguard and hobbyist chef.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Hello. It's very nice to meet you, JJ. Oh, my
Not to be
goodness.
confused with GG.
Yes, I need you to look after this very helpful soldier who has been just absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much.
She nods and then looks over to Mercy, like almost borderline expectantly.
The imp, like, pulls a cudgel out and, like, smacks it into its hand a couple of times. Nothing's getting past this guy.
Right. Well, as positively spectacular as JJ is, I'm certain his combative skills will be most excellent. I'm terribly sorry. I did not catch your name.
She looks up and, like, for the first time, seems to be kind of, relieved a little bit. My name's Mia.
Mia. Mercy, her immediate thought. MIA, missing in action.
Oh,
Oh, no!
Marcus sees that in Mercy's eyes and goes, "Don't say it. Don't say it."
Mercy swallows, smiles. Dear. I am also willing to, if you want to, this is not an order, this is strictly your decision. If you wish to accompany us, you're more than welcome to.
Oh boy.
Only if you desire. This is not something we're trying to rope you into, and we realize that it's potentially very dangerous, which is why I have provided you a bodyguard.
That said, we're all particularly pretty good at not dying.
Yeah, probably better at not dying than you and this imp. No offense to you and this imp.
Everybody's real good at not dying until they don't. Well, until they're not, rather.
Depends
Yeah.
on how close you come.
I moved up through the ranks, hearing tales of your effectiveness in battle and your valor in and off the field. I think I would feel more comfortable with you all.
Oh. Very well.
Mercy extends a hand. Welcome aboard.
In that case, Sir Jambalaya, you will be accompanying this man instead.
You looks down. By the way, details wise, same situation as her. I'm gonna go though, if that's okay.
Okay, just here, take my father with you as well. Hide behind him if you must.
This man leaves.
The Jambalaya, like, reaches up as though, like, gesturing for the guy's hand.
He'll take it. And then exits and moves over into the room across the hall, actually.
Before they leave,
Yeah.
Mercy's like, well, we're going to the mines right now. I don't want to waste any more time. But before we go, I think it's wise we leave our own message. And Mercy activates her gauntlets so that they turn red hot. And she digs her fingers deep into the stonework, leaving a burn mark. And it just says, all angels fall.
Marcus pulls out a brush and adds also eat shit at the bottom of it.
Before we go, Jay,
Yeah.
looking at the message itself,
Yeah.
do I get any weirdness from it?
No, actually. Not this message.
It
It's
just seems to be scratches.
It just seems to be scratches.
And do these scratches remind me of any other scratches that said, like, Oathbreaker somewhere else?
Yeah.
Here's the
good
thing.
call.
No,
Oh.
they do not. Oathbreaker was carved in with big, imprecise lettering. Almost like the person writing it didn't have a full understanding of the language. But these scratches appear to be very intentional. Whoever wrote them made a choice to write this.
Okay.
Oh, good handwriting.
Yeah, good handwriting.
I respect that.
Now, is this inscription, does it look to have, like, the same... I guess handwriting wouldn't quite be the term, but is it, like, the same kind of general type as the one outside?
Yes.
Okay.
You can tell that. Same font. I'll just give you that for free. You've done a good job so far. All of these messages were written by the same person that you've seen in this building.
A weird thing, because Mercy is so heavily involved with blacksmithing and whatnot, and I realize stonework is definitely different. Could she determine what type of tool was used?
Ooh.
Was it maybe a chisel, or was it specifically like just a knife, like just someone went at it like that?
It was probably a chisel or some other supply used for mining.
Okay.
Mia did mention that this place does have a mine.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that items and tools like that were lying around, but yeah.
It's not like supernaturally carved like Mercedes just did.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
someone did this by hand.
someone did this by hand. They did it. It probably took them a little bit, to be honest. While you were out there doing what you were doing. No, waiting around for someone who never came.
Well, we had good reason to expect something to happen.
You did. But based on what Mia's told you, yeah.
Yeah. Now, Mercy, do you think it's worthwhile to bring the Ulske under the Edbay?
What in the hell are you talking?
Should we take the angel head under the bed?
Oh,
Is that imp Latin?
Yeah.
tell you what. Let's take the head with us. I will keep an eye on it, and I'm gonna pay attention to it to see if it reacts to anything we do down there.
Okay, but I'm gonna keep the sack around in case we gotta isolate its senses at any point.
All that being said, I understand the precautions with this head. However, whatever Gregor did seemed to disconnect it from whatever the source was. So
I'm pretty sure it's dead, but if you don't mind carrying it, go ahead.
yeah, hypothetically, I don't think it's going to be the source of our problems. I have not been wrong before, but
Never, not even once.
Okay, well, perhaps not the source, but, like, there's a slim chance that it could end up being relevant in some small way.
yes, 0.005% chance.
How do you quantify that?
I did the math.
Is this math? Did you do the math, or did you do the math too?
Ooh, that's a good question. It might be off.
You don't know?
Let's go!
Let's take the head and let's go to the mine. I mean, let's go to an undisclosed location.
You guys are doing great. Are you leaving the head behind?
It's big, guys. Like,
For a bag.
I don't...
That's a real watermelon.
Easier to carry in a sack, though.
I'm gonna need both hands if we engage with something.
Okay.
And here's the thing. If we find something down there, I don't feel like dropping this because I don't want it to be... Honestly, it's dead weight. I don't want to drop it, and then if there is like angels down there or something of the sort, we now have a two-headed one. I don't think that would really benefit them in any capacity. If anything, it might lead to bickering, but all the same, I don't want to deal with that possibility.
Okay, so should we leave it under the bed, or do you want me to, like, leave it with Jambalaya?
Give it to Jambalaya, sure.
Can do. Hey, Jambalaya, think fast. Marcus just tosses the head to the imp and then immediately leaves.
So here's what happens, Marcus. You come into the room where this soldier is showing off this wonderful little creature that they now have. And you walk in. Hey, Jambalaya, think fast. Wunk! Thunk! Walk out of the room.
Off the backboard, baby.